There are over 20 million asteroids scattered throughout our solar system. And even though the majority of them pose no real threat to Earth, there is always the possibility that one could strike our planet with very little warning. But it's not the massive planet killers that should be on our radar, but instead some much smaller space rocks. It's me, and you're watching this channel. Join me today as we explore the terrifying scenario of an asteroid tsunami and find out what would happen if a massive space rock were to slam into the ocean without warning. For most of human history, asteroids were considered a real danger to the survival of our species. There were countless stories of world-ending asteroids in ancient texts, including the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah in the Bible and the story of the Star of Bethlehem in the New Testament. During the Middle Ages, people believed that comets were responsible for everything from the Black Death to the Great Fire of London. However, it wasn't until 1908 that humanity had its first-hand account of an asteroid impact, when a massive explosion occurred near the Tunguska River in Siberia. This event flattened over 80 million trees over an area of more than 830 square miles, which prompted scientists to take asteroids a bit more seriously. Then, of course, there was the near miss of 2013, when a 20-meter-wide space rock entered the Earth's atmosphere and exploded over Chelyabinsk, Russia, injuring more than 1,000 people and causing between $30 and $33 million in damages. It was the largest impact event since 1908 and the first time an asteroid was detected before impacting our planet. While the size of these two asteroids are relatively small compared to other space rocks out there, it's actually what they call the Torino Scale Low Hazard Rating, according to NASA. When it comes to potentially dangerous objects, there are three scales used to measure their potential threat to life on Earth. The first is the Palermo scale, which uses mathematical calculations to assess the chance of an object hitting the Earth. The second is the Torino scale, which rates the object's potential impact based on the outcome of a hypothetical collision. Then there's the impact hazard scale, which predicts how an impact would affect the surrounding environment. On August 13, 2020, the United States' Planetary Defense Coordination Office at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory announced that the asteroid 2020 QG had an extremely low rating on all three scales after it passed within just 18,000 miles of Earth's surface, making it the closest near miss on record. If you think that's close, however, then get ready to hear a wild fact, because it turns out that 2020 QG might have been here already. Asteroid 2002 NT7 has an orbital path that is identical to Earth's, meaning that it passes our planet once every 325 days, giving it the highest rating possible on the Palermo scale. Thankfully, it's also estimated to be around 250,000 miles away at its closest approach. Still, that's closer than some of the satellites orbiting our planet. So what would happen if 2002 NT7 were to change course and hurtle toward Earth? How likely is that going to happen? And is there anything we can do about it? Well, the chances of this asteroid slamming into us anytime soon are incredibly slim. According to NASA, it will be as early as 2040 before it passes Earth again, so we've got a while yet. In 2022, the odds of a collision at that time are 1 in 10 trillion. However, don't let that small percentage fool you, because an asteroid this size would cause mass extinctions on a level not seen since the end of the dinosaurs. At 6 miles across, it's much too large to be classified as a city killer like the one that wiped out the dinosaurs. Instead, it would have to be called a civilization killer. But what would happen if 2002 NT7 hit the ocean instead of the land? Well, for starters, the devastation would be felt immediately. A massive explosion would occur upon impact, leading to a colossal wave of water being thrown up into the air. Because of the energy released, this wave could reach heights of over 1,000 feet, easily inundating coastal cities and wiping out all life forms in the process. These tsunamis generated by asteroid impacts are known as asteroid tsunamis, and they can travel across the globe at speeds exceeding 500 miles per hour. But that's only the beginning, because the dust kicked up by the impact would block out the sun, leading to a nuclear winter that would last for months. With sunlight blocked from reaching the Earth's surface, temperatures would drop dramatically, and weather patterns would become erratic. leading to widespread crop failure and famine. However, not everyone agrees that this doomsday scenario would play out if an asteroid slammed into the ocean. In fact, some scientists argue that life on Earth may not be wiped out by an asteroid tsunami at all. They claim that the effects would be similar to what happened in 2004 when a 9.1 magnitude earthquake off the coast of Sumatra, Indonesia, caused a devastating tsunami that killed more than 227,000 people in 14 countries. In this instance, the wave itself was around 98 feet tall, and scientists estimate that a wave of this size could have been created by an asteroid that was around 600 feet wide. So even though an asteroid the size of 2002 NT7 would undoubtedly cause a deadly tsunami, it probably wouldn't be nearly as destructive as many believe. Other scientists, however, disagree. They say that any asteroid large enough to alter the course of human civilization would also generate a violent tsunami that could engulf entire continents. These experts point to a study published in September of 2020, which examined the potential impact of a 1-mile-wide asteroid that struck the Pacific Ocean at full speed. Their findings indicated that such an event would produce a series of tsunamis that could inundate coastal regions around the world for weeks. This doomsday scenario isn't just theoretical either. It's based on real-life evidence left behind by past asteroid impacts. For example, iridium is an element that is commonly found in meteorites but is very rare on Earth. Between 66 and 65 million years ago, a massive asteroid roughly 6 miles wide smashed into the Yucatan Peninsula, leaving behind a crater now known as Chicxulub. Scientists believe that this impact was the ultimate cause of the extinction of the dinosaurs. But did you know that this cosmic collision also left behind a giant wall of sediment that stretches over 1,000 miles across the ocean floor? This wall contains high concentrations of iridium, providing physical evidence of the catastrophic event that took place all those years ago. In fact, there are thousands of these buried asteroid impact walls located around the world. They are the key to understanding our planet's past and unlocking the secrets of what happened when an asteroid slammed into the ocean. Scientists can analyze these layers of sediment to learn more about the composition of the asteroid, as well as its speed and angle of impact. By studying these ancient collisions, we can gain insight into what might happen if another space rock were to make contact with Earth today. And unfortunately, the consequences may not be as mild as we'd like to think. For example, a group of researchers from the University of Michigan recently used computer models to simulate the effects of a 0.6-mile-wide asteroid that impacted the ocean. Their findings indicated that the resulting tsunami waves could have reached heights of up to 1,640 feet in certain areas, causing catastrophic damage along coastal regions. So while it may seem like we have nothing to worry about, the truth is that even a relatively small asteroid can cause significant devastation when it hits the ocean. But what if I told you that there was a way we could put ourselves at even greater risk? What if I told you that we could be the ones to cause an asteroid to crash into Earth? Some conspiracy theorists believe that this is exactly what happened back in 2013, when the Chelyabinsk meteor exploded over Russia. According to their claims, the space rock was not a natural occurrence, but instead was detonated by the US government as part of a secret project known as Operation Anchor Rising. The goal of this mission, they say, was to test the effects of an asteroid impact on the Earth's atmosphere. However, something went wrong and the meteor exploded prematurely, causing widespread damage. While there is no concrete evidence to support these claims, it's still a fascinating theory that raises important questions about the motives of those in power and the lengths they may go to in order to protect their own interests. What do you think? Is it possible that the Chelyabinsk meteor was no accident? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to stay tuned for more content. We upload new videos every day, so there's always something fresh and exciting to look forward to. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.